Hello again, this is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, in the Studio Gallery. And I have Arteza colors, lots of them, but these are the ones I'm going to use this time, and I'm not sure which ones are iridescent, which ones are jewel tone, which ones are from the metallic set, or which ones are the vibrant essentials, but you can always ask me and I will give it my best shot to tell you. And I'm going to get rid of these boxes. I have taken a 16 by 20 inch canvas and pre-primed it with some hot pink. And what I want to do is use these colors to smooth across the sky because they look like fun to me. And here's my canvas coming right in for landing. And I'm going to do a ribbon pour on the bottom half, but for right now we're just going to play. As long as my fingers aren't wet. So which color is gentlest first? I don't know what they're going to do when they combine. And I am dying to find out. This is a wet spatula. I suspected there might be some sheerness to everything, but I'm willing to accept that. The only thing I'm not looking for is any harsh edges. Sorry, I'm quiet and I'm probably focused as best I can be. That is the plum iridescent, I believe. I know because I have almost none of it left. Maybe I'll settle for a few hard edges. I'm going to use whatever's on the edge of my spatula to touch up my sides. This is probably the type of picture that could use to be framed. That is an iridescent orange. This is the golden hour from the jewel tones. Cross your fingers I don't get that in the blue. Okay, so far so good. Or so whatever. I'm just going for colors that I like the look of. That's beautiful. Turquoise and pink always make a really beautiful blue anyway. Depending on how low I go, I may not need much of an ocean at all. I wanted to put a beach in there. I suppose it could just be a really small beach. Come back here, painting. No escape for you. Yeah, these colors are great. I am having a pretty good time. I'm going to combine a bunch of purples. Just to see how fabulous I can make a sky. Maybe a little touch of this blue too won't hurt anything. I figured the pink was sheer, the colors are sheer. If I layer enough things on top of each other, I can probably get what I want. Alright, so that, even though there's a somewhat anomalous mark in the middle that I don't want there, let's see what I can do about that. I really don't mind if things go in different directions because the weather is always doing that with clouds, right? I think I want some more of this right here. And because I love the color below it, I'm just going to combine those two. Seems like I have enough paint on my spatula, but it's so sheer. There's no way to count on that. I could do this again tomorrow too, you know. I could probably just keep adding layer after layer after layer. And if I want some yellow, which I'm craving yellow, I could do that. I just can't do the yellow where the green is. But I can definitely do it in here. Let's try it again. Something a little closer to a sunset. Sure. No, I don't want any green. I am going to go ahead and give myself some purple up there because I think that's going to color, that's going to cover. So that's pretty. Maybe I can just give myself my ocean right now, just simply by pooling and puddling. Just put all my colors right in there. I could swipe down and then across. I wonder how that would work. I'm really curious to try. That is some phthalo green. There's some other schmutz on my spatula. I think if I want that, it's going to have to be, wipe that off. Okay, so just going to run my spatula back and across through it, and then I'll tip if there's any gaps. Hopefully that'll be enough to fill it. Maybe a little pouncing. Because the sky colors can definitely be reflected in the sea. And that's kind of what it reminds me of right now. And I'm not adverse to letting my spatula run through there again. I could probably make the water less even, and that would be a good thing. I still want to put something down there for a beach. It's different, but it's cool. Different is good. Sometimes. I'll show that to you guys while I mix up some beach sand or whatever I'm going to use for beach sand. I am going to use one of my little silicone cupcake containers that I moved both of them into a tidier place. There's where we're starting. I'm going to use the Anita's, excuse me, my mistake. I'm going to use the Arteza white metallic and put a whole bunch of gold in there. And look around and see if I've got another gold, and I do, and put some of that in there. It's a different color gold. And find a skewer that is clean. And I'm not seeing any of that white. So I'm going to put some more in. And bring it back. I see that little... Careful your fingers, they'll pull the paint right up off the canvas. So be ready. Okay. So I'm going to do what I was talking about doing and do just one end of this at a time. Really small section of the edge catcher would work best for me right now. Let it go right back down again. Before I think about waves or anything else. Put the rest of that paint in there, maybe a little more even. I was kind of expecting the sand to be looking like highlights and lowlights. I don't know what you are or where you came from, but I don't want you in my painting. I have a UFO in the sky. Okay, much shorter edge catcher would have been a really good idea to have, and I don't. Oh, I do. Cool. Much easier to control. She said, hopefully. I could probably run a skewer along the edge of that, and so could you, to make it go into place, but I'm kind of liking the unevenness of the edge. And what will I do now? I think I will add some gold. And some white. And hopefully make this all work out without dripping too much on my arm. It's going down, and once I get a bead of that, I can move the canvas down into the bead of paint. And I can also take all of that paint right off my edge catcher. Time for a clean spatula. Also looks like it's time to torch. I got schmutz in my paint. That doesn't happen that often. Twice. So it's a funny shaped edge of my, it's a shoreline. And what I'm thinking is that I'm just going to dip my skewer into some white. But first I'd like to put some icy blue. Do I have some icy blue? I do. I believe that that is an iridescent. Now I'm really tempted to just go ahead and put my basting brush in there. if I have any extra paint on my edge catcher, which I don't think I do, I'll find it. Okay, so I'm going to grab some white right after I stick my fingers in the gaps. Grab the cleanest edge catcher I can lay my hands on. Put a few waves in there. That's cool. That one might be a little bigger than I need it to be. There, I've got 2 minutes to tell you guys I do sell my artwork, and my email address is underneath the link tree. It's probably under Show More when you open Show More underneath the video. If you're looking for my paint pouring recipe, so far I'm using the same recipe for this as I do for everything else. So I've got a lot of extra paint, but I also have GAC 800 by Golden in all of my mixtures. I'm going to grab a little more white and hope that I can turn this around for you guys in a second and tell you that I do I also give classes at the house in Spring Hill, Florida. So should you want to contact me, that email address below the link tree is a great place. The link tree is a great place because it's got Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links, my website, Saatchi Art. What else? I'm too focused. Well, I like that. I think I need one right out here. So that's not bothering me a bit. Thank you guys for joining me. There's over 90,000 of you. I might want to put a little orange sun in tomorrow. I might not want to worry about my canvas showing or anything else. It's time for me to turn this around. It is what it is. Make sure my horizon line is... I'm going to have to fix that. That's sky. You know what? I don't want to put that in there. Well, maybe that's just a swell out there. I love you guys. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the donations that helped keep me painting all this time. Oh, there was a little island on the horizon. Kind of like that. I got 1 minute left. It's not enough time. So, look on the end screens of any video in the last 20 seconds. I'm going to put a little island in there. I might be sorry. There, I've got an island. I think I'm going to put one on the other side too. I could probably put a few more in there actually. So I love you guys. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Look for my PayPal and you'll be automatically entered in the monthly drawing should you happen to want to be. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery. Saying I love you. I hope you come again. Check for 1,600 videos organized on my YouTube channel. And look for the Arteza coupon. I love you guys. I'll see you anon. I'm sure I forgot all kinds of stuff. Check the Teespring clothing for all of her print leggings and t-shirts below the video too. You guys take care of each other. Ask me